Hello everybody, I got a custom order request to do 2 squirrels taxidermied in a dirty dancing kind of lift over the head pose. So dug through the freezer, I found one of the smaller squirrels that I had, another one that's kind of on the bigger side. So should be an interesting project and we'll see how it turns out. I've got the forms made now. As you can see, it's going to look something like that. You can kind of see how it's going to come together. That's the beautiful part about making your own forms, is like there's no way you're going to find a dirty dancing lift over the head kind of commercial squirrel form, right? I like making forms myself for all this small stuff because you can position it however you want, especially when you're doing custom orders like this. Like unless you're going to make your own forms, there's no way you're going to do it. So you can see it's going to look something like that. So should work pretty good. So we'll get the fur put on these guys and start putting it into position. So I've got these squirrels, put in some borax, make sure the whole hide's got a good covering on it. Got the legs all wired up. A lot of times I use, kind of similar to when you're doing a bird, I just clean all the meat off the bones and actually leave the bones from the arms and the legs still on the hide. Just helps when you're trying to position it, so you make sure you get all the joints bent the correct way that they're going to bend naturally, as opposed to, you see sometimes guys do small animals and the joints aren't exactly where they should be, it doesn't look quite right. I find a lot of times it's easy just to, like I said, clean all the meat off the bone. I wrap it up with tape to attach the wire to that bone, very similar to if you were doing a bird, and then I'll build it up once I actually put the hide back on the form. So got the eyes put on the forms, they both look pretty good. So we'll get the hide pulled over now. Good. Just go put our sport wire for the tail. Okay, for the tail, what I typically do is I'll run my sport wire through some glue. Doesn't take much, just a bit. And then work it down inside there. So flat. I'll typically push the wire right all the way through and get it anchored into the form. And make sure your tail isn't twisted at all. Make sure it's sitting the right way. And the little bit of wire that's sticking out the end there, you can just cut that off at some point. But this way, you know you've got wire all the way through that entire tail. It's got glue in there. We're just going to stick it to that support wire, so you don't have to worry about that tail breaking off or anything like that. At some point, you know it's stuck on that support wire nice and solid. Make sure you get it smoothed out. So I may build this up a little bit in here, the back legs, just to fill that space out a little bit more. With a mount like this one, I'm not going to worry about it too much because that's all going to be covered by the clothing anyway. But if I was doing like a natural squirrel mount, something like that, was an area I would definitely build up and fill out to make it look more natural. So yeah, I'll get this one sewed up and I'll get the other one put together. So I've got this one all sewed up, everything's pinned in place, kind of in the rough position it's going to be with that. The next challenge for this one is going to be how to build the dress, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do yet, so I'll figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the other one put together, and then yeah, then I'll start working on the clothes, which is going to be the hardest part of this project for me, for sure. Got the clothes sewed up for this guy. Got the shirt on, wasn't too bad. Now I just gotta get the pants on. Gotta try and figure out where about that tail is gonna come through. right. Doesn't look too terribly awful. So we'll get the bottom part made now and then put it on the squirrel and see how it looks. We got her pretty much in place now. Still got to do a little bit of finishing work, obviously. Still got to make him his belt, but overall, it's definitely starting to look like it's supposed to. I got the string there just to make sure as it's drying that she doesn't settle. I want her to keep that good pose. But yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with how this project's turning out. So the squirrels are dry now. They've been there pinned for a bit, so they're all totally dried out. So I popped them apart. I'm gonna do a bit of the finishing work on them, and then I'm gonna super glue them back together, and then I'm gonna mount them to the base. Yeah, and then this project, I think, will be pretty much done after that. These guys are totally dry. They're all glued together. Everything's done. Last thing I got to do is put it onto the base that I made. So I'm going to take them off of this one. That. Here's the final squirrels. This is a challenging project, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out.